In the busy commercial centers of Kanpur, Ayush Bajpai went about his day performing the standard duties of a practicing advocate. Like any working professional, Bajpai took on a new client, provided legal counsel, and received his standard fee. The client transferred the payment directly into Bajpai's State Bank of India account. The situation complicated rapidly when that client was formally accused of siphoning money through a cyber fraud operation. The allegations triggered an immediate investigation by the Uttar Pradesh Police cyber cell. Rather than simply tracking the client's direct assets, the cyber cell ordered the bank to freeze Bajpai's entire SBI account. Without warning, the lawyer found himself locked out of his own funds. The police justified the freeze by arguing a simple association. Because the client was an accused suspect, the money used to pay the lawyer's professional fee should be classified as suspected proceeds of crime. This logic carries a significant risk to the legal system. If receiving a professional fee from an accused person results in a frozen bank account, advocates may become hesitant to represent individuals involved in criminal proceedings. Bajpai took the cyber cell to the Allahabad High Court to challenge the freeze and clarify the boundaries of police authority over legal professionals. His core argument rested on a basic financial distinction. He argued the investigating agency failed to differentiate between stolen criminal funds and money paid for legitimate professional services. A division bench agreed with Bajpai. The judges pointed to the framework of the Advocates Act, stating that when a lawyer is engaged for representation, the fee they receive is lawful remuneration for professional work performed. The court's reasoning separates the individual from the transaction. A client may be accused that the money paid for defense is transformed by the legal service rendered into lawful remuneration, distinct from criminal proceeds. The only exception is if direct evidence proves the advocate themselves was actively complicit in the offense. Without concrete proof of a lawyer's direct involvement in the crime, the state cannot seize professional fees based on the status of the client. The details of Bajpai's bank records reveal why the court found the cyber cell's actions to be a significant overreach. The mismatch between the investigation and the police response was stark. The cyber cell targeted Bajpai's entire livelihood over 2 transactions totaling just 23,700 rupees. Every other rupee in that account was rendered inaccessible. The court ruled this disproportionate. Investigators may only block the specific amount suspected of being tied to a crime. Freezing an entire account, regardless of its balance, ignores basic procedural logic. The judges sought a formal explanation for the overreach, directing both the cyber cell and the SBI branch manager to file counteraffidavits. The directive establishes a firm boundary. Cybercrime enforcement requires targeted investigations. Police cannot bypass proportionality to cast an unnecessarily wide net. The High Court identified a chilling effect in this case. If lawyers face the threat of financial ruin for taking a case, they will stop representing those accused of serious offenses. A situation where lawyers avoid criminal defense work interferes with a citizen's constitutional right to obtain legal representation. This dynamic would embarrass the functioning of the courts and stall the effective administration of justice. To prevent future overreach, the court demanded systemic change. They directed the Uttar Pradesh government to file an affidavit establishing clear policy guidelines for how police authorities should handle the accounts of legal professionals. The ruling safeguards the independence of the legal profession. It ensures that even while the state pursues cybercrime, it cannot dismantle the procedural protections that make a fair trial possible.